Good morning, Cosmic Person. My name is Jana, and I'm the convener of the community of the Cosmic Person. It's a beautiful day here in Adelaide today. I hope it's nice where you are. Now, today I owe you the next installment in the story of Skywoman falling. I'm reading from Braiding Sweetgrass, Indigenous Wisdom, Scientific Knowledge, and the Teaching of Plants by Robin Wall Kimmerer. And she begins the book with the story of Skywoman falling. It's a story that belongs to many of the indigenous peoples of the Midwest in North America, or maybe you might say they belong to this story. Last week we started the story and then it started to rain. So there was rain falling as Skywoman was falling. So I stopped just as we began. All we'd heard so far was that Skywoman fell and the geese caught her as she fell. The geese could not hold the woman above the water for much longer, so they called a council to decide what to do. Resting on their wings, she saw them all gather. Loons, otters, swans, beavers, fish of all kinds. A great turtle floated in their midst and offered his back for her to rest upon. Gratefully, Skywoman stepped from the goose wings onto the dome of his shell. The others understood that she needed land for her home and discussed how they might serve her need. The deep divers among them had heard of mud at the bottom of the water and agreed to go find some. Loon dove first, but the distance was too far, and after a while he surfaced with nothing to show for his efforts. One by one, the other animals offered to help: otter, beaver, sturgeon. But the depth, the darkness, and the pressures were far too great for even the strongest of swimmers. They returned, gasping for air, with their heads ringing, and some did not return at all. Soon only little Muskrat was left, the weakest diver of all. He volunteered to go while the others looked on doubtfully. His small legs flailed as he worked his way downward, and he was gone a very long time. They waited and waited for him to return, fearing the worst for their relative, and before long a stream of bubbles rose with the small, limp body of the muskrat. He had given his life to aid this helpless human. But then the others noticed that his paw was tightly clenched, and when they opened it, there was a small handful of mud. Turtle said, "Here, put it on my back, and I will hold it." So that's our installment for this week. What does Skywoman do with the mud on Turtle's back? We'll find out next week. Meanwhile, take care of yourself, and do all you can to take care of the planet.